It turns out that my astrobiology professor has a history as a botanist as well, and specialized in exotic plants, invasives. And as we walked through a field of non-native, invasive, annual agricultural plants, I asked him, it's like, well, have you ever seen for yourself an example of grazing working to help the habitat? And he immediately did what everyone did, says, well, it keeps it shorter. I'm like, come on. It's just like maintaining a problem instead of solving a problem. He said, well, if it's done right, well, that's the key, isn't it? Because what does doing it right mean? You have to do it at the exact right time for the exact length of time. So the right time of year, the correct length of time of doing it during that time of the year, with the correct number of animals, with a qualified person observing what's happening. And even then, it's questionable whether or not it helps, because my follow-up question was, well, tell me just, in kindergarten terms, tell me how unleashing livestock out here that you accidentally said in your lecture right now, help spread the seeds and deliver seeds and propagate seeds. Tell me how trampling this area, feeding them the seeds, and then distributing the seeds magically results in the native plants being able to outcompete. He didn't really have an answer to that one. And the other thing I'll say is that as far as doing it correctly, working, well, no one's doing it correctly. There's never anyone observing what's taking place, unless you count the exploited migrant worker who sure as fuck isn't an ecologist and is usually taking a nap or in the trailer. And they don't do it at any strategic time of year. They do it when the contract allows for the goats or sheep to arrive, meaning they do it all year round, randomly, wherever they feel like doing it. I've seen the same set of goats go for a 5-month span, just kind of slowly getting fenced across one section of a hill to the next section of a hill to the next section of the hill. Same type of habitat with goat grazing on it for nearly half a year. So you can't tell me that entire time period was the correct time period.